Good morning. Coming to you once again is the Cooking Preacher. I have another breakfast treat for you this morning, and this is another Spanish tradition and famous recipe that I'm going to share with you this morning, and it's called Migas. If you've never eaten Migas before, wow, they're just very awesome. It's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. But this morning I want to share with you the ingredients of the way we make migas. Once again, throughout the world and the country, you see people make migas different ways. And I've been making migas since I was a little bitty kid. I remember watching my mother make them, and now I'm making them. So, but anyways, let's get started here today. We gotta, once again, let me focus down here where our ingredients are. Okay, I have 1 teaspoon of garlic, graduated garlic, and then I have some rotel tomato. I use the hot. You can use the medium, or you can use the mild, or just a regular one. But I use the hot. I have about a cup of diced chopped ham, and of course my corn tortillas that I cut up into little square pieces. And of course I have 6 eggs here, and this is what we're going to be eating for breakfast this morning. So I had a pan here that I've been preheating, but let me get an angle here. So I already have oil. I have about two teaspoons, maybe 2.5 teaspoons of oil in here. Once again, this is olive oil that I use. And what I usually do is get my corn tortillas first. And I put them in there right along with my ham. Okay, I put them in there to start cooking and frying up a little bit. I'll let that fry and cook just a little bit. Once again, I cook very low. I don't cook real fast. Right now it's on medium. It's really low right now. And I like to get them a little bit toasted and cook just a little bit. The ham is already cooked. All I'm doing is just warming it up. But this is a real famous Spanish tradition treat. A lot of people like this dish. Right about here is right when you see the toasting just a little bit. I like to put my rotel in there. And depending on you, but I throw a little bit more water into it, just a tad bit more water into it. And get all those goodness juices flowing into the tortilla. I throw my garlic in about this time. You can put anything you want to in here. A lot of people use chorizo, but right about here is when I like to put my eggs in. Right here. On this one, I didn't use butter because, of course, I had the rotel tomato, the hot rotel tomato, so it's got flavor in it in itself, and it's got a lot of heat, fiery heat. It's going to make it hot. So I didn't throw the butter in this one. I just used oil, rotel tomato, chopped ham, my corn tortillas, little bit of garlic, and 6 eggs. Once again, you keep it low. Keep your temperature real low. Don't overcook your eggs. I see these cooking shows. They have high heat, and especially the street food, and they cook that egg, and it's almost brown by the time you get it. And I don't know. I'm not that guy to eat real cooked eggs like that. Right about here, I like to throw some little bit of black pepper in there right before it's done. Throw a little bit of salt. And we're fixing to be done here in a minute. And that's pretty much ready for us right there. Turn the fire down, keep the heat off now, just keep turning it. You don't want to overcook your egg. I can't say that. My mother always says you got to cook with a lot of love. You really do. You got to put your love into this cooking in order for it to come out delicious. You can taste it in the food when other people taste your food. They can taste the love that you put in there. You're like, wow, you can cook. I made some burritos for some guys the other day, and one of the gentlemen says, man, you can tell when a person loves to cook. But this is what we got right here. These are called Migas. If you've never had Migas before, you're in for a treat. This is a very good breakfast. This is very traditional too. Just about every Mexican restaurant has Migas. Once again, I've been making these Migas since I was a little kid. And the only thing different that I do that my mother didn't do is I throw the ham in there. She never did put ham in there, but I do. But once again, we have a lot more recipes coming on. But you know, you're going to enjoy breakfasts and different types of food that we're going to be preparing for you. So again, comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and if you need to learn how to cook something, and ask me if I can cook it, and I'll cook it. Somebody asked about the migas, and I said, yeah, I know how to cook them, so there you go. God bless you as a cooking preacher. Thank you.